Hey guys, it's Marshall Tingle with your Superior Ag Insurance Ringside report for this past week, the week of March 16th through the 22nd. So it has been a busy week and a wild week, and these prices continue to climb across the state of Kentucky. 20,578 head of cattle marketed across the state. It's about 3,000 head down from what it was this time last week, about 2,000 head down from what it was this time last year. But what's not down? These prices. Let's check these things out now. We're going to call your feeder steers $4 to $8 higher, some instances sharply higher. Your heifer cattle are going to be steady to $5 higher, some instances $10 higher, and your yearlings, we're going to call those steady to $4 higher across the board. And we've had some really good prices. So let's talk about this real fast. So your feeder steers. 3-weight feeder steers have finally broke the $5 mark, guys. We have finally caught up with the Midwest on these $5 steers, and I think they're gaining ground out there that we've got to catch up to, but at least we've made the $5 mark. Now, as far as your 4-weight steers, going to call those about $3.85 as an average. They topped off at $4.50. Your 5-weight steer cattle, $3.55 to $3.60 as an average there. They topped off at $4.02. And your 6-weight steer cattle, $3.20 as an average. They topped off at $3.51. But let's check out these loads. Several loads this past week, and they've traded quite nicely, but the real shining stars this past week's been your 7-weights. Check this out. Here's 71 head of black steers, weighed 711, and ready for this? 329. 329 on some 7-weight steers. Now go a little bit heavier. Here's 65 head, weighed 765 at 310. Then move on down here. Here's 57 head of black steers, weighed 817 at 270 and a quarter. Move on a little heavier. 60 head of black steers, 848 at 274. 58 head of midweight black steers, 859 at 279 and a quarter. And to close off strong, 62 head of black steers, weighed 861 on the average at 279.95. So this market is booming. It doesn't matter if they're little lightweight grass cattle or they're yearling cattle and your big bunches. They're in high demand right now, and they're willing to pay the price for them. Now let's compare that to the CME Feeder Cattle Index. So we are back just a little bit from the CME Feeder Cattle Index, but not too far. Let's check these things out. Now, Monday the 17th, your CME Feeder Cattle Index was 284.11. Tuesday the 18th, 284.65. Wednesday the 19th, 285.94. Gained some big ground on Thursday. Thursday the 20th, 287.78. And Friday the 21st, 286.99. So that's what's going on in the feeder cattle market here in the state. That's what's going on in your CME Feeder Cattle Index. If you've got any questions about any of this information, or you're interested in investing in an LRP policy, a livestock risk protection policy, guys, there's really no better time than right now. Feel free to reach out to the guys. Call Ian Thomas at 859-613-2453. Call Adam Shoemaker at 859-338-4116. Or call Cole Clark at 859-865-2980. Or check them out on the web, www.superioragins.com. As always, thank you so much. This grass is good and green. Talk to you next week.